This tutorial covers the Assidium beta output. Beta shows you how in tune your portfolio is with the market, as represented by your chosen index. A security that has a beta of 1.1 means that over a certain period, if the benchmark goes up by 1%, the value of the security will, on average, go up 1.1 times the benchmark return. You could say that the beta of a security measures that security's sensitivity to the movement of a chosen benchmark. The benchmark is usually an index. In a bull market, you may prefer to have a portfolio with a high beta, whereas in a bear market, you might prefer a lower beta. To calculate the beta of an entire fund, Assidium calculates the betas of each security in the fund and then weights them by each security's delta adjusted exposure. You can see these numbers in the exposure analysis. The betas are calculated according to the period you set in the setup screen: 3, 6, 9 or 12 months. The exposure equals current market value times delta times multiplier. The beta versus benchmark column shows the results of the linear regression of the security's return against the selected benchmark's return. Where Assidium returns a red 0, there is insufficient historical price information for the calculation. The important column here is this one, which shows the beta weighted by the exposure of your position. This is the result of the beta of the holding being multiplied by the exposure of that holding. The betas have also been separated out into up and downside betas. To get these results, we examine only the downward changes in closing prices for the downside beta. And then only the upward historical changes in closing price for the upside betas. Toggle the buttons at the top to see the individual data for each security. This is useful if you are unsure about any results and want to isolate the responsiveness of a particular share. The first few columns again show you the information pertaining to the index, and you can see each daily return reflected here in columns off to the right. In the dashboard graphic, if the white marker is in the dark purple zone, where the 0 is, your portfolio has almost no correlation with the movements of the market. For a beta of -1, if the market goes up 1%, your portfolio would go down by 1%.